Hi,
Hi,
fellow
fellow
birdies.
birdies.
Welcome back to the channel. I'm Crystal,
This is her husband, Charles.
and today we're featuring a delicious recipe by Julie Pacheco. Now, this is from her website, and she also has a YouTube channel. Now, this is called a Tater Tot bake, and it is a recipe made out of tater tots, ground beef, mushroom, soup, and milk, and baked into a casserole dish. So it's sort of like a casserole. I guess you could say it's a tater tot casserole too. So I made that today. And also we have the side of a simple salad with some ranch dressing because that's what they would recommend most for a dish like this.
Mm-hmm.
And we can't wait to try it. So let's get started.
Sure.
Go. Mmm.
Yeah. Let's see how this tastes.
It's got cheddar cheese on top of it. Mm-hmm. This is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
I'm trying to think what it reminds me of. Yeah, obviously ground beef. What does it remind me of? Reminds me kind of like that baked spaghetti that I liked, you know?
The baked spaghetti. Well, this was baked. After you cook the beef and the onions together, you put it in the bottom of the casserole dish, and then you top it with the tater tots and the mushroom soup, and then you top it with cheddar cheese, and then you bake it. So yeah.
Not too,
Anyway,
but also maybe because of the beef.
yeah, it really goes together. Potatoes and beef, I tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Thumbs up. So we hope you all have been having a really good week so far. It's been very good for us too. Evan had swimming practice yesterday. Now, in the last video, we did talk about that he was about to do it, but he actually had it yesterday, and it went great.
Mm-hmm. My favorite part was when, like, they had the kids doing, like, red light, green light, and, like, one of the kids at a time would get, like, say, red light, yellow light, green light. Evan did that, and he had a total blast.
And they were also taking turns, like, throwing balls. Like, they would throw the balls to the kids, and then the kids would jump into the water after they caught the ball. It was sort of like a really fun exercise. And I'll tell you, he has been missing going out there and swimming because he didn't get to last year, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't even have it open. So they finally have it open this year, and he was able to go there and swim. Now there's 7 more weeks actually of this swimming class, so he's gonna have a lot more opportunities to have fun.
Yeah, like, when it was over, his, thing is, let's go to the pool over there. Like, no, it's time to go home.
Yeah, like everyone was leaving the pool area, but he kept like going in and said, "I want to go swimming some more." And we really should have taken swimming at our pool yesterday, but I think it was like raining and stuff. So yeah.
Well, he had a lot of fun, going to the pool with his other friend, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I think they had to close it down briefly because the rope got frayed, but it should be back up.
Yeah, like there was a rope that broke here at our pool like a week or so ago, and they had to close it down for a while to repair that.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's interesting how regulations work. A simple rope, shuts down the whole pool because apparently no longer meets safety standards.
So that kind of like brings into question like, what did we think of swimming when we were kids?
I'll let you start.
Well, for me, I never really did have like any formal swimming lessons when I was a kid, although I did swim in my pool a lot. Like I remember growing up, my dad had this big, it was an above ground pool. It was one of those like blue pool things. I forget what the brand's called. It's a really famous brand of pools. And he bought it for me. It was like one of the biggest ones they had, and I would go out there like 2 or 3 times a week and swim for like an hour, half or two in the backyard. And I had a lot of fun. Like, there used to always be these big balls that I put in the pool, or I would run around and circle around the pool, but I never actually took the time to have like swimming lessons though. So that was the downside of that. What about you?
Well, you guys know most of my swimming experience, but I was put in a swim team from like I think like 8ish till I was like well into my teens.
You went there for a long time.
Mm-hmm. I started when I in my hometown of Fremont. Then we did it in Winchester, Virginia when we moved there. Let's see now. I enjoyed going to the beach and swimming. Then I got embarrassed when I started gaining some weight and I always want to wear a shirt. Now actually losing some weight, I'm feeling better about it.
I think both you and your sister were into swimming, but mostly her.
I'm very proud of her. Like, she was so good. Like, she was on the same swim team, I think, at one time as, like, Michael Phelps, I think the name was.
Seriously?
Yeah. I was seeing swim team, but I know she did swimming practice with him. I had the chance to as well, not because I was good, but because, I was going with her. But the pool was just way too cold for me. It was too early in the morning, so like, no. Sorry, Mommy. Not doing it.
I know, it's just like when you go into swimming pools, they just tend to be so cold for some reason at first. Like, I remember when we went into the pool, it was before last week, and it's a swimming pool here. It was just so cold.
Now, I'm actually way colder than that. Like, the pool we went to last week was cold, but that was only until you got used to it. This, even after you got used to it, is still frigid.
Oh, wow. I couldn't imagine sitting in a pool that are you talking about like 50, 60 degrees?
Something like that. All I know is I really admire my sister for, toughing it out for so long.
Your mom was also really dedicated in that regards too, because she always told me that she would like drive, what was it, 2 or 3 hours back there and back. Actually more. Like drive 2 or 3 hours there and 2 or 3 hours back, multiple times a week.
Indeed.
To take your sister to swimming class. She was a really good mom.
Yeah, I really respect her for that. Like, my parents, drove us, all kinds of, places when we were kids.
Where did you guys go?
Like, for example, when we lived in Virginia, I had friends, who were in Michigan, and I still want to visit them, like, every so often, like, once every year or two. My parents would drive all the way from, Virginia to, Western Michigan, just so we could see them again.
Sounds like you guys went on a lot of road trips.
I wouldn't say a lot, but we definitely went at least once a year, I think, to some place.
I think I did too, sort of mainly like, although most of my family was from where I am, so I didn't have to really like go too far. Like at most, I'd probably have to like, go with my mom or my dad, like an hour out of town to like a different part of the state, and that's where my family lived. But there was a few times that I did go to Florida. And, like I went to Disneyland and stuff like that. I went to Orlando Studios one time. And the thing that I really regret is that I've never been on a cruise.
I think I actually was on one time. Not like a really big cruise, but like a cruise inside like Lake Michigan. Or is it? It's one of the Great Lakes there. I'm trying to remember which one it was. I was like 8, 9, something like that.
Ferry boats are awesome.
Indeed. And like, how should I put this? Yeah, I don't remember much of the details. It wasn't like a long, cruise. just like one day, kind of thing. It was a lot of fun. My favorite, let's say the biggest like long distance trip we made, I think was when I was like 2 or 3 or something like that. Maybe it was 5. I forget. But it was to San Francisco. We went by train. And that's about all I remember. I was a little bit young.
I've actually also been to the Tennessee Aquarium in Chattanooga a few times too. Like my dad, I remember it was one year we went there, probably like in like 2000 or something. I was like maybe 7, 8, and I remember there was this big hill that this train went up on, and we went on that train and climbed up the big hill like really slowly, and I was just like kind of holding on for dear life the whole time because I was scared of heights.
Want to go visit the Empire State Building, sweetie?
Sure.
Oh, darn it.
Well,
The top of the Empire State Building.
keep in mind, this is like 20 years ago.
True, fair enough.
I'm not quite as scared of heights now, sweetie.
In all honesty, I'd be the one who's freaked out. I am pretty scared of heights. But it's nothing compared to my fear of needles or wasps.
I don't know why, but I have a big fear of like spiders and I guess not like snakes so much, but like I just don't like spiders.
Don't worry, the snakes like you. They're very good friends of people. I like to take care of snakes and having them as pets. You probably know that. You've already seen me mention that a few dozen times. Well, not a few dozen, but like a few times.
Let's see, something else I did when I was in Tennessee too was Chattanooga. One time we actually had a family reunion there. This was back in I think 2001 or 2. This is like the second one we had, and like I had cousins from all over the U.S., even England, come over there, and we all got together and like hung out for a few hours. That was just awesome. Like extended family. And we stayed in Chattanooga a few days and did some stuff during that time.
Yeah, those kinds of like, extended family gatherings can be really fun.
Yep.
Let's see. I'm trying to think. I'm sure we've done some I just don't really remember them all that much. They kind of like fade to a blur after so many years. Like, we were always close to our, immediate and close family. But I was never like, too close to the ones past that. Like, my first cousins, yes. Second cousins, not so much. Third cousins, I don't even know their names.
But yeah, like, I know some of my second cousins' names and stuff, but like, when it starts getting like third cousins and beyond that, there's so many that, yeah. Although I do have a, family book, and I do Ancestry, so. But it's not easy to remember.
Yeah. Definitely difficult. Like, I really respect, her and Chris and my mom for going so far into Ancestry. Like, I know very little about my heritage. Other than, like, apparently I'm, like, part, like, Hungarian or something.
You're German and Hungarian both.
That's the one.
His family came from Germany. I think it was like the 1700s is what I remember reading or looking. So the cool thing about me and his mom, we're both into genealogy stuff. I really admire her for that. Like when we get together, sometimes we talk about that a lot.
And I go hide and talk about other things.
No.
Well, I don't hide, but just not my thing.
No. But it's okay. You guys are probably wondering why I am eating veggies. Well, I have been trying to eat some of a bit more lately, and I'm actually quite surprised that I seem to be digesting them better. Like, I had always thought that due to my previous stomach condition I had, I would have, like, a lot of issue digesting vegetables. So I would basically, like, avoid vegetables because of that, but I've been trying extra hard lately, and I'm just surprised if I was like, hey, I can digest some vegetables without very much problem. So, yeah.
Indeed, like, not all vegetables, from my understanding. Like, some of them don't do so hot, but... And Everyone's got issues with digesting some things.
Like, I still have issues like digesting broccoli or cauliflower. I think sometimes baked potatoes too and whatnot, but stuff like this, I don't have too much issues with. I might have a little bit of tummy trouble, but it's nothing compared to what I was afraid of. So I'm very thankful for that.
Yeah, I still remember those days.
But now look at me. I'm cooking and I'm eating stuff I never thought I'd eat again.
I don't want to spoil what's coming up this week, but I think you might enjoy it.
Because we also have some more cool recipes coming up this week. Especially for the next ASMR video on Tuesday. I won't spoil the surprise yet. But it's going to be a good one. It's actually, I will just say this. It's another recipe by Julie Pacheco.
Yeah,
I've been like, so go ahead.
No worries, you go ahead.
I've been really enjoying watching her videos lately. Like, she got a whole YouTube channel dedicated to like different kinds of recipes. Like, you can make in a slow cooker, bake, things you can like microwave, things you can freeze and store for later on. I mean, it's just really a cool channel. She is a great cook, and she's a married mom to a beautiful little girl, and I just love watching her stuff. So I'm glad I found her channel.
Yeah, I've only gotten to like one of the videos, I think it was. It was one where like with $10 she basically makes food for like 5 days or something like that. That was pretty impressive. I want to try and do some cooking myself sometime soon too. But if I fail, you probably won't see it.
Well, I wouldn't mind trying your cooking. I think you'd be a good cook, and I'll help you. I mean, I'm not the best cook myself, but hey, at least I'm trying. It's better than not trying at all. Well, but I'm having a bit lazy in that field. But it's time to start buckling down and doing some home cooked stuff.
Yeah, we have noticed that a lot of people, really enjoyed the times we have done it. Especially when we do the filming. Like, I think we did it for this one, right? Okay.
It reminds me of those big hash brown patties. I love hash brown patties. And tater tots are actually like the little miniature version of hash brown patties, but I like the bigger ones.
I just like the beef, although the hash browns aren't bad either.
And by the way, I filmed the cooking process actually on the cell phone this time, so you might notice a little bit different quality, but I think it's still good. I think I need to like invest in a better, what do you call it, tripod though. Because the tripod wasn't quite good for the cell phone.
And plus the other one, I remember there was something about like it rocked back and forth or something.
So if you know of a good tripod, feel free to recommend it to me in the comments below. I'd appreciate that. This was a good, wholesome meal.
One thing I'm trying to do myself, and I think that this definitely helps, like the wooden, it acts like not a mnemonic, but whenever I see wooden cutlery, my instinct is to just like try to be careful not to like scrape on my teeth. I may not succeed every time, but I try better. But I always forget whenever it's like metal cutlery. Yeah,
like a lot of ASMR artists use wooden utensils. I know like a lot of people have asked like, why do you guys use wooden utensils compared to like metal? Simply put, if you use wooden utensils, it doesn't really make that scraping sound. You still gotta be careful, but the scraping sound is not quite as bad. So that's why a lot of ASMR artists, including myself, tend to use like wooden utensils when doing videos and stuff. So that's why. This was also really easy to make too. Like, you just cook the beef and put everything on top and a casserole dish and just bake it.
I don't know much about that. I just know it's tasty.
This would be really good for like breakfast. I was actually thinking of pairing this with bacon, but I was just like thinking, I need something a little bit lighter on the side, honestly, because this is a very greasy dish. I actually used lean ground beef for this one. I kind of like the flavor of it a bit more.
But it's less fat. You know the fat is the best part of the meat.
It's got fat in it.
But it's lean. It's less fat. I'm a little bit weird on that now.
No.
Like when I folks, and say, don't, cut the fat. Like, the fat isn't bad for me. Well, not really bad. I've looked into it a little bit. Yeah. And I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
Plus, it's tasty.
And also, if you guys have any other interesting, easy recipes you'd like to see me do, feel free to send them my way and I'll consider them. And I'd say I'll get to every single recipe, but I'll definitely give a lot of them consideration.
Yeah, like, I definitely try a few easy recipes myself. Like, I don't think I'm be as good a cook as you anytime soon, but
I'm not even a good cook, Chuck.
as good is a relative term. In short, I suck.
Yeah, I used to make omelets, and I don't know, it's just like poached eggs. You like your eggs made a certain way.
Yeah, I made fried egg sandwiches. No. Well, it's definitely good with some melted cheese. Like, American cheese, I'm not sure it's the health stuff on it or anything like that. But it does taste pretty good when it's melted.
Yeah, well, this says cheddar cheese, and you can put like American on it too, and it'd probably still be good. But hey, It was just a good recipe. All right, thumbs up. I loved it.
Mm-hmm. And I think we're in the description.
Mm-hmm. We'll list the recipe in the description. So thank you to Julie Pacheco for this recipe.
Mm-hmm. Many thanks. We appreciate it.
Anyway, guys, that's all the time we have for today. I hope you all enjoyed watching this video, and I was trying some delicious tater tot bake, and we can't wait to try some more good, delicious food. If you haven't done so already, be sure to click that red button down below to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell to receive notifications. And we will see you guys in the next video.
Mm-hmm.
This is Krista.
And Charles.
So yeah, bye,
Bye,
birdies.
birdies.